Hi everyone, welcome to the second World History on One Page video, also known as the WHOOP project. The project actually started as a spreadsheet of language comparisons back when I was still living with my folks in Zimbabwe. I had an unarticulated feeling at the time that Nelson Mandela actually articulated for me in his book, The Long Walk to Freedom. He said, "Speak to a man in a language he understands and you speak to his head, but speak to a man in his language and you speak to his heart." As many of you know, Rhodesia, which changed its name to Zimbabwe, has been through several crises in the past, and I understand is currently working through major challenges. We are currently in February 2019. One of these issues, in my opinion, is the air quotes British attitude of expecting other people to speak English. My opinion is that Mr. Mandela's views are actually far more useful, sustainable and functional, especially in the modern world where we are able to speak to people on any continent at virtually any time through networking technology. That is to say Skype, Facebook, email, WhatsApp, the list goes on. The WHOOP project contains a database of the 48 languages I have looked at over the past 47 years. I have migrated the language entries from a spreadsheet format to a database format, since a database is designed to handle more data than a spreadsheet. We currently have approximately 59,000 language entries in the database. The primary key is the English language phrase option, since English is my first language. I have decided to concentrate on phrases rather than on words, since we primarily speak in phrases, but there are single words in the English field too. Again, there are many blank fields, as there are in the history section. I have been filling them in as and when I have spare time. If you have previously studied a second or third or fourth language, you will probably know that word order tends to differ from language to language. Whether the adjective comes before the noun, for example, red apple in English, Control F will bring up the find function again, is manzana roja in Spanish, same idea but different word order in the phrase. I also made a distinction between Latin American Spanish and original Spanish. I understand one of the differences is the pronunciation, such as in the case of thank you. The original Spanish sounds like gracias, compared with the Latin American gracias. The Hebrew translation I copied from Google Translate. I currently don't know how to pronounce it. I'm still studying Hebrew at the moment. The French pomme rouge, Russian Krasnaya Yablokha. Where possible, I have inserted a pronunciation guide, especially in cases where the alphabet is completely different to English. I understand that we all learn to talk before we learn to write our first language, so language learning is primarily audio-based. I am looking to link an audio option to the project, as long as it does not involve reinventing the wheel. The Shona Aprudzuku. I understand most African languages sound the way they are spelled, and so on through the languages, the current remainder of which are Khmer from Cambodia, Manyika, Ndao, Karanga and Korekore, and Tonga from Zimbabwe, Mauritian Creole, a French pidgin construct from Mauritius, Chewa, also from Zimbabwe, Afrikaans from South Africa, Arabic from Saudi Arabia, Tok Pisin from Papua New Guinea, Ewe Mina from Togo and Ghana, Gaelic from Wales, Gujarati and Hindi from India, Greek from the Greek Empire and Greece, Ndebele also from Zimbabwe, Swahili from Tanzania, Korean from Korea, Brazilian Portuguese from Portugal and the original colony to the country of Brazil, Danish from Denmark, German from Germany, Italian from Italy, Dutch from the Netherlands, Norwegian from Norway, Cantonese and Mandarin from China, Japanese from Japan, Latin from the Roman Empire, Northern and Southern Sotho from South Africa, Swazi from Swaziland, Setswana from Botswana, Tsonga from South Africa, Swedish from Sweden, Venda and Xhosa from South Africa, Vietnamese from Vietnam, Yiddish, a German Hebrew construct from Germany, and finally Zulu from South Africa. Obviously more languages can be added at any time. The people you refer the project to may speak Albanian, for example. More fields can easily be added. The 47 current languages can be placed in any order. I normally place the current language I'm looking at right next to English. I have recently been primarily using the tables rather than the forms option, since for those of you familiar with part 1, you know I work in spreadsheet format a lot. We can always add new English phrases. As in regards to the primary key, if the phrase you're looking for, you type Control F to find anything. If you type in anything, you can match the whole field or any part of field or start a field. If you click Find Next, it will find the word anything. If we go to the match option, you can change that to any part of field and find anything else, algo más in Spanish. And you can also add more phrases at any time you like at the base of that list. So again, the idea is to have a central database that will be sending members the monthly links to, and as a member you will receive the monthly links and can show the people that you're referring to, or you just want to use it yourself to increase your understanding of other cultures, other languages. Membership is currently $20 US, and for every referral that you successfully refer, you can earn yourself $10. Thanks very much again for your time, and I'll see you on the next video.